It is September 22nd, 2016, and it is another episode of the Impact Implosion here in the AngryMarks Podcast Network. As always, I am Seth Draken, and on the other end is the Stardust to my dashing, Mr. Mike Poland.
Cody is coming.
Cody is coming.
Because we can't call him Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I swore that as soon as they kept calling him Cody, I'm like, please tell me you have another name than just Cody, because I will, if you don't, I will create one.
Cody Runnels. This is a way around that.
Yeah, call him Cody Runnels easily, I know, but if you just call him Cody, I swear to freaking God, I'm gonna start calling him Commander Cody. Go Mystery Science Theater on you and call him Commander Cody. Fuck it.
You know he's going to be putting that Bound for Gauntlet match that they're doing.
The gold one, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be the mystery entrant.
Yep. So
it's going to be the most unspectacular debut ever.
So, apparently, Impact is part of Pop TV's soap block, because I had to watch the last few minutes of Young and the Restless.
Oh, God.
Which ended with a woman falling down the stairs. So, besides Cody Rhodes signing, Brandy Runnels, his wife, has also signed as an active competitor.
Oh, boy. That should be terrible.
That should be terrible, yeah. Well, they gotta have that, those mixed tag matches.
Oh, Lord.
And apparently Billy Corgan's tried to buy TNA.
And so is WWE, in which case, what would Vince actually get from that other than the tape library?
He's, from what I understand, Vince is just putting in a lowball offer. They're not putting in anything, like $2.5 million.
Oh, so it's nothing like serious, although...
No, they're like, and they're just gonna buy the freaking library. They're probably gonna kill it.
The people that work there, because they've already had half of the people that work there.
Yeah, and Gail Kim's considering retirement soon.
She also did an interview where she looked at her favorite opponents, none of which from TNA.
No. Well, were they ever in TNA?
Way to represent your company.
Were they ever in TNA?
I believe she listed Natalia, Beth Phoenix, and Alicia Fox, of all people, as her favorite opponents.
None of which ever were in TNA. Great. Nice. No Mickey James, no...
Tara, no... I was surprised she didn't say Taryn Terrell.
I know. But, oh well.
Best feud in that company.
Yeah. But oh well.
No Kong either, which maybe they did... I'm sure maybe they had more problems than we know backstage with them. Yeah,
maybe, but...
There was a one night only, but I'm not going to... I might mention some stuff. I'm not going to go into it fully.
A one night only that was subtitled September 2016.
We've run out of ideas of how to title these.
Yes. We have no names for this. It's just... One night only for September 2016.
I will say this. If you can find it, seek out Moose vs. DJ Z from that show.
Oh.
It is a solid match for the time it got. The rest of it is what it is, pretty much. Just, the dark matches from Impact.
Did they have, from what I heard, the EC3 Broken Ethan match?
No, that's the next one. That's in November.
Oh damn. Because they had one. There's apparently a one where Ethan Carter comes out to face Matt Hardy, and he combats him by becoming Broken Ethan.
That's the next one.
Okay.
This one he fought Trevor Lee, which was actually pretty good too. Although Trevor Lee, I'm not sure I understand. He's a technical savage.
The technical savage, the North Carolina caveman. What the Carolina caveman?
Also, a good match to seek out if you can find it is Drew Galloway and Andrew Everett.
Well, apparently
that,
apparently TNA is once again in talks with Bully Ray.
Oh boy. Do you know my name?
Yes. Of course we do.
Yep. And with that note,
we start off with the show, which shows the history between Decay
and the Hardys. Basically highlights from last week's show.
Seriously, will Rosemary ever reveal what was up with her and that spider? Because seriously, they keep showing that where Rosemary's... eyeballing that spider pretty good.
Nope.
Sticking her tongue out with that spider.
She has like a weird relationship with the spider.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Wacky.
That was weird. So anyway, we start off with our best match of the night.
Drew Galloway and Eddie Edwards.
An Impact Grand Championship Tournament semifinals, which
and probably the best match of the tournament.
The fucking rules.
What?
I swear to fucking God, you get two guys who can do this kind of style, and guess what? It might actually work.
Mm-hmm.
And so, can someone in TNA please give the Black Pope a cup of coffee and some souffle while he's commentating? He seems to keep wanting them.
He needs to wake up a little bit.
Oh, he's like, Eddie with a cup of caffeine. Shot of caffeine.
Get him some Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Something. Yeah. So, in the second round, this was the first time ever that the bell stop in the round was actually welcome because it stopped a guaranteed double countout. Both guys were not going to be able to get in the ring, and the bell rang.
For once, those rules make sense.
Yeah, for once.
And Drew Galloway wins after they actually go to a draw.
Yeah, they actually went the distance, and it was a split decision, and it was a really good split decision. They really worked that thing. Finally, they knew how to do the Impact Grand Championship rules. They knew how to do it. At the very
end of the close to the end of the tournament.
Yeah, close to the end of the tournament, where only 2 matches are left, and the second one and the other one tonight did not do as good. Because it's 2 guys who can worked MMA style because they're submission experts. They both have submissions.
Yes.
Also, nice spot where Eddie Edwards was able to get out of the Iron Maiden and reverse it.
Yep. That was good.
Drew gets on the mic and say, "Hey, I was your number 1 soldier. I was willing to fight until I realized that much like the U.S. politics, this system is rigged."
Of course.
And he's like, EC3, maybe your bait after I win the world title, maybe EC3 versus Franklin should have come on but switch spots with me because they're not going to be able to follow me. And of course, here comes EC3. And EC3's like, "Don't ever mention me in the same breath as you again." And Drew's like, "Hey, you seem to be getting a lot of help, but it's like certain people up in Nashville want you to succeed.
Named Carter.
I think you're going to lose to Franklin. But once you lose and I win the Grand Championship, I'll give you a world title shot free of charge. No need.
Oh, boy.
No need to backstage or anything go through the hoops I had to go through. You get what you want, but you won't last 2 rounds with me." And EC3's like, "Oh, I think I've beaten you. I've beaten you before, and I'll do it again." So
the problem is that when EC3 was heel and got screwed out of the title last year, where he had to go through the whole championship series.
Oh yeah.
So he had to go through some hoops to regain the title.
Well, not this time. They're talking about this time. So anyway, Franklin comes out. Miracle attacks from behind. Both heels beating down. Here comes Moose to save the day. Unfortunately,
after Lashley hits the spear.
EC3 is unable to help, and Moose gets his ass kicked, and also hit with the spear.
Yep.
Then backstage, Allie the Chipmunk is setting up a public workout for Maria, and Maria's still being a bitch to her.
Yes.
Then we get a segment with Aron Rex and Eli Drake talking about the Impact Grand Championship. Aron being humble and Eli being cocky. That's all I need to say.
Yep.
And Aron Rex says, I'd like to get the verbal battle with Eli Drake sometime. And I'm like, I don't think you haven't shown that it would be good, Mr. Rex. So Miracle's like trying to be buddy with Franklin and saying, "Dude, look, you and me, we're unstoppable, man.
We're not friends.
We're not we're like best friends, man." He's like, "We're not best.
Nope.
First of all, you're not my best friend, and second of all, it was me out there, not we.
Second of all, I hate people.
Second of all, I don't like you. And Franklin and Miracle's like, this doesn't matter. We're so good. We're so good, man. It was like reminding me of that Looney Tunes cartoon where there were two dogs, where the big dog was walking around and then the little dog's
like, what are we going to do today, boss?
Hey, what are we going to do today? Hey, come on, man. What are we going to do? Come on. It's
Pinky in the Brain.
Come on, man. Wasn't Pinky the Brain. It was a Looney Tunes cartoon.
No, I'm saying you can also compare it to Pinky in the Brain.
Oh, that is true. So, next is Eli Drake versus Aaron Rex. And Eli cuts an in-ring promo. That will already be better than the match.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rex has to cut a
promo. Bowl of alphabet soup and crab better insults than you.
Aaron Rex was actually okay, too. Aaron Rex was actually good, too. He was some of that. He was good, too. Talking about...
The promo was the best part of the match.
Yes, the promos were. And it was like... And Josh was like, I'd get the judges would give all 3 rounds to Aaron Rex give all to Aaron Rex on the promos, and I'd be like, no. And Aaron Rex's spinning forearm is called the Brevelator, which is still stupid, but then again,
it's the frickin' roaring elbow.
Then again, you got to remember, Eli Drake's finisher ain't that better. A fucking clothesline.
The blunt force trauma, which is an uppercut to the back of the head.
A uppercut to the back of the head and a fucking clothesline.
Yep.
Not a clothesline lariat.
Neither guy was like, I need a spectacular finisher.
Nope. So our Impact Grand Championship tournament final will be Aaron Rex versus Drew Galloway, a match that didn't need a title.
No, they just didn't maybe like street fight stipulation, but there's going to be plenty of those types of matches at Bound for Glory.
So it's going to be a basically work, shoot, fight, whatever.
No, this is going to be a mess.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Vanguard, the Decay is talking about how they're upset with what happened with the Hardys, and then Vanguard 1 is peeping in, and we get a hologram of Senior Benjamin. And Abyss has to chase Vanguard 1 away. So we get a backstage promo with Aaron Rex saying he's going to fight Drew, and Drew shows up. Aaron Rex is ready to defend himself, but Drew's like, relax, man. I ain't here to fight. I already had a match too, man. I ain't here to fight. But I am going to beat you at the pay-per-view.
Yep.
Then we get a segment where a guy in a suit's about to drive a car, and it's Cody.
It's Cody, everybody.
It's Cody.
Because we can't call him Rhodes.
Apparently. I don't know. Cody Rhodes says he can call himself that, apparently, but...
He's the son of the American Dream. Yeah, we have no idea who that is.
Yeah, so...
We know it's not Black Rain.
Okay, and I guess they could not catch Vanguard 1 somewhere. And TNA keeps saying, we're at the forefront of professional wrestling, and no, they're not. Crazy segments you might be, but even Lucha Underground beats you there. But Rosemary is mad and starts calling out the Hardys, and Abyss calls the fans zombie sheep with the delete chants and tells them all to shut up. And then there's Salute chants, and Steve says, sending your mechanical animal was an open invitational. Drone's not...
We do not fear the Great War, we embrace it.
Yes. So they do the lighting for the Decay promo, which is really good. And then here come the Hardys with Matt on the trying to exactly ape the Decay. Where Matt's on one side and brother Nero's on another. And Matt admits this is all magic. Magic! This whole thing is magic!
Yep.
And Jeff goes completely into his brother Nero persona. I don't blame him for wanting to go all out on this. It seems to be fun.
Other bit of news is that the Hardys, I guess Vince wants the Hardys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I could see them going back for a last run.
Yeah, I could, but it's going to end up like the Dudley Boys, sadly. Or it's going to be sad.
As long as it's putting over like American Alpha or something.
But they're going to put over everyone. Not just American Alpha. They're going to put over everyone. Every fucking team they're going to want to put over. So anyway, lights are out. Abyss and Steve have been down to the turnbuckles. And Rebby's in the ring to fight Rosemary and sends her flying. And Rebby, in a horrible promo, says next week it's going to be you and me, Rosemary, and it's your mom who's going to lose a kid.
Oh, my God. Come on now. Enough with the kidnapping or dying, threatening death. Come on now.
So, backstage...
That's the only way you can get heat on that?
Moose and EC3 are backstage. EC3's pumping up Moose for tonight. And he's like, look, Franklin's mine. If you could have him afterwards. And he's like, you know I don't listen to you. I don't listen to anyone. I listen to myself. And he's like, okay. So we get an X Division Championship match. DJZ comes out talking about how his first run as X Division champion wasn't great. How he let it get to his head. And yeah, you lost the belt to old Rob Van Dam.
Yes. Old irrelevant RVD.
RDV, as that shirt would once say. So, anyways, he says, I am going to be a fighting champion, and I'm issuing an open challenge. Trevor Lee comes out to accept. Still no Gregory Shane Helms. Something happened to him or something?
I think, didn't they, bar him from ever coming out the ringside because of interference?
I don't know.
But yeah, now you just have Andrew Everett out there.
Yeah, so, was a fun match.
Yeah.
Wasn't great, but fun. DJZ wins. Andrew Everett attacks DJZ from behind. They start doing the double teams. But Eddie Edwards makes the save and then challenges DJZ for the belt next week. I like the sound of that. The crowd liked the sound of it, and it's happening next week.
Yep.
And Maria keeps berating Allie like, come
like
on.
a parent, a parent belittling a child that they might be ashamed of.
Yeah. Well, I did lay down for you greatly, and for you to have that belt. He's like, you're not getting credit for that. I'm not giving you credit for anything.
Shut up, Maria.
Yeah. So we get another Fixer commercial. Thankfully, no child abuse. Child labor.
Oh, this gimmick is terrible.
Just stop with the commercials, seriously.
He wants to fix the Pope for some reason, too. He cut a promo in the One Night Only where he said, I'm going to fix the Pope for whatever reason.
Yeah, Maria comes to the ring with Sienna and Allie. Allie gets the Allie chance, but we see no Laurel.
I love how to try to, stop the Allie chance. Maria's like, go in the other corner.
Go sit down. Go sit down somewhere. Go there.
They're just going to keep hitting for her.
It's not working.
They want her to beat you up.
Yeah, so Maria's like, Sienna, you do deserve a title rematch, but it's not going to be tonight because tonight's all about me.
Ugh.
And she puts, she wants the public workout, and it's this woman who she never names. I don't know who it is.
As the spoiler said.
Oh, Luscious Latasha, yeah. So basically, and he just beats her up easily with Sienna's help.
Oh, God. It only gets worse from here.
And she's like, I want another opponent. And Allie's like, I didn't get you another opponent. You said you wanted the easiest opponent. No, I didn't say that. Stop lying. I never said that.
Shut up, Maria.
Yeah, so here comes this ninja. And so, like, see, you did get me another opponent. And Allie's like, no, I did. Shut up. And so she's like trying to tell her.
Trying to warn you, Maria.
She doesn't know who this is. So Allie starts, the ninja starts beating up, getting really rough with Maria. And Maria starts yelling at Allie like, I thought you set this up. Why'd you set this up? And she's like, I didn't. This is not me. And immediately, as soon as she said that, Gail Kim is revealed to be the ninja woman. Of course. So Maria runs, Sienna tries to help, gets beaten up, gets hit with the eat defeat. Kabuki Taker looks strong.
Champion, everybody. Oh, not her.
So, same Cody promo. Josh keeps calling him Cody, and also mentioned earlier that Brandy was signed, too. And next week's Road to Glory.
Oh, boy.
So, main event time. You know what? Actually, this show was a B show. That knockout stuff was completely pointless, but not overly terrible. And then we get the main event.
Oh, boy.
Which, if you blinked, you missed it.
The commercial break may have been longer.
Yes, this match was short. EC3 and Moose win. I didn't even see how it was won.
And then everybody brawls.
Everyone brawls. Everyone has to
We've got
separate.
the X-Division out here to break up the brawl.
EC3 and Franklin, they got to break them up. Billy Corgan comes out to say, hey, Franklin and EC3, we're not going to go down like this. You two are going to captain teams, and the winning team captain gets to choose the Bound for Glory stipulation. Oh, yeah, and it's going to be in 6 sides to seal in a lethal lockdown.
Yay.
This show gets a C. Those last 2 segments, man. God damn. You just killed the show.
We're doing so well, and then...
Even that Rex Drake match wasn't that good, but it was okay. It was passable. I was willing to give you a pass on that. You would have still gotten an A with the Aron Rex Drake match. I would have passed it. It was passable. But no, you had to have this shit happen, and it was just terrible. God awful. Oh, by the way, Pope did respond to my caffeine thing. He says, I have no need for coffee when Eddie Edwards is in the lineup.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In any event, do you have anything to sell?
I do. Limitless Wrestling presents Past Your Bedtime this Saturday night at the American Legion Post 84 in Orono, Maine. As your card, while not quite complete, we have most of it. We have Adam Booker taking on Troy Nelson. We have the Brick and Bad taking on the team of Danger Kid and Aiden Agro. We have Hot Sauce Tracy Williams taking on Xavier Bell. We have Chuck Taylor taking on Anthony Green. We have Mike Bennett taking on the Mind Eraser Mike Grassi. We have Lindsay Dorado in his final independent date against Travis Flip Gordon. And our main event is an Anything Goes match with Ace Romero and A.R. Fox. Also, Flex Rumble Crunch takes on Scotty Slade, and much more.
Well, this Saturday, I will complete the induction of Sharknado, and boy, do I have a lot of material on that film.
Oh, boy.
And there is a poll up that decides the next induction, which is my 150th. So it's inductions from the past. Well, the first 50. So here they are. They're past, continuations of that stuff. Those movies.
Okay.
Some of them had continuations, like Son of Godzilla, which the horrors of Minya begin. If you ever remember Minya, it was terrible. House of the Dead 2. More like the video game than the first, but still terrible. And not directed by Uwe Boll. Jaws 3, a.k.a. Jaws 3D. Jaws at SeaWorld. Yeah, it's going to be rather hokey. Hobgoblins 2. Despite trying to embrace the campiness of the first one, this film is even worse than the first one. Alone in the Dark 2. Good news, Uwe Boll is not involved. Bad news, a bad movie that pads itself with cameos and efforts to fool you into thinking this film has a good cast. Troll. The original to Troll 2. Not the awesomely bad movie as its in name only sequel, but hey, this film sort of has Harry Potter in it.
Sort of.
Sort of, yes, because one of the dads in this movie's name is Harry Potter. Before Harry Potter ever happened, this film had a Harry Potter. Blood Rain, Deliverance. Rain versus vampiric Billy the Kid. Interesting, but Uwe Boll is able to make this boring. Shark Attack. This crap in the African waters with these sharks. Oh, there is crap in the African waters with these sharks.
Oh, boy.
Anacondas, The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. Somebody decided to make decided that the sequel to the R-rated Anaconda with some animatronics should be PG-13 and completely CG.
My Anaconda don't.
Gamera vs. Virus. The turtle full of meat faces alien squid people. Need I say more?
That sounds bad.
Critters 4. Surprisingly, having the killer aliens in space doesn't make for a good movie.
You don't say.
And finally, The Howling 3 Marsupials. Werewolves in Australia have pouches. This is going to be weird.
The bingo ate the werewolf.
Yeah. The werewolves ate my baby. And seriously, right now Jaws 3 is winning with The Howling in a little distant second. It can still catch up, but it's like behind by 2 votes. But yeah, those are the weird ones. But that's it.
And on that note,
to bed.
Yep.